What started was when I was born, I was discovered to have cerebral palsy. And so my family, they realized I couldn't walk and wouldn't walk because it was a birth defect. I was 5 months premature. I weighed 2 pounds and no ounces, got down to 1.5 pounds, and they said I'd die. Well, the second day my mom went out, or my dad did, and this lady told him about a maid named Miss Earlene Ball. She saw me, and Mama said she never got to hold me again. And Earlene taught me about the Bible, and about music, and about why I was in a chair. She said it is a blessing, not a curse. And she would play these old gospel records, and all day long she'd play one right after the other.
The Lord is my shepherd, He's my guide. Whatever I need, the Lord will provide. And pray, make a way. And well, I know I can't help but love God. He's so wonderful.
And we would sit around and listen to the same records, and we would stop playing them, and then we would sing along. We would sing the records when they finished. So my dad would say, turn the radio off. And it was not the radio, it was me and the boys, and that's how our band started. Yeah, this is Apple Creek. This is a song I wrote called Dance On.
I admit it, I came out here tonight because I knew you'd be here too.
We used to walk down the road with pushing the wheelchair, and we'd sing that. This is what I heard that made me want to be a musician. Let's see if it plays. This was the first record Elvis ever recorded.
That's all right, Mama. That's all right for you. That's all right, Mama. Just any way you do that.
I heard that and I said, Dad, get the saw, cut my cast off.
That's all right, Mama. Any way you do.
I got this record, and I always read who wrote what and who played what. And in the old days, you used to get all that information on a record. You could find out who the bass player was, where it was recorded, when it was recorded, why it was recorded. And I used to read all that and write it down. And that's how I learned to read, was reading records. I went to school, but my mind was not on school. I'd be in class writing songs. And I'd tell them, one day I'm going to be a real famous songwriter. And they said, yeah, sure. I opened for Willie Nelson one time, and we didn't get paid. So I went to Willie and asked him for the money. I just walked up on his bus. Willie tried to give me a cigarette, and I said, no. He said, you want a bowl of chili? I said, yeah, I'll take your chili, but pay me first. And the band made $800 for that gig, and Willie won it all back except for $100 in a domino game with my band. And the reason he didn't get $100 is because I was still sitting there eating chili. And when we got home, my mom said, y'all lost all the money? And I said, no. I said, stand me up. And she stood me up, and I said, look in my back pocket. And they looked in my back pocket, and there was $100. I said, I may be crippled, but I ain't stupid. And so then I gave my mom $100, and she said, take the garbage out. And I said, Mom, I just played for 10,000 people. She said, I don't care if you played for 40,000, you take the garbage out. And I had on a custom-made bright yellow suit, disco suit, because everybody was wearing them back in '75. And I went out in my wheelchair, and it wasn't electric. And I wheeled out and got the garbage, took it out in my chair, put it up, came back in the house, and I changed my suit. I said, Mom, why did you make me do that? She said, so you wouldn't forget who you are and where you came from. She never was she was impressed and she loved me for it, but she never let it go to my head.
Oh, Jesus, he gave me water. I said, Jesus, he gave me water. I said, Jesus, Lord, he gave me water. And it was not from the well.
All these kinds of places make it seem like it's been ages. And tomorrow some new buildings scrape the sky. I love this country dearly. I can feel the ladder clearly, but I never. All I am is a man. I want the world in my hands. I hate the beach, but I stand in California with my toes in the sand. Use a ski on the sweat. Let's have an adventure. Head in the clouds above my gravity centered. Touch my neck.
God, this is all there is. The pictures in his mind arose and began to breathe. And all the gods and all the worlds began colliding on a backdrop of blue. Blue lips, blue veins.
I'll see you around. What's the problem now?
Tell me, would you make it? Or would you quit? Oh, tell me, would you make it? Or would you quit? 100 bucks are worth the time and touch. Back on the stick, would you still remain happy? Would you stick to your concept? Everyone life, your ideas to fun, to scorn, to shenanigans. Told you were crazy, said to never come back again. Your guns if everyone left. Your ideas to fun, to scorn, to shenanigans. Told you you were crazy, said to never come back again. No job, no check, so you're sleeping in the trash again. Jotting down plans, drawing in power. 2 sheets left, drinking from open bottles under a bridge. Tell me, would you make it? Or would you quit? Or tell me, would you make it? Or would you quit? Hung up